Namaste everyone, I'm your co-host Shawnee ma'am. Welcome to your favorite learning channel. The topic for today's video is types of circulatory system. So what is the circulatory system? So circulatory system is an organ system. This organ system enables the flow of blood throughout the body, and this blood, as it flows throughout the body, it carries all the essential nutrients, it carries hormones, it carries gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, and helps in maintaining the body in its best condition. So the circulatory system enables all these things to happen, as it enables the blood to circulate throughout the body and carry all the essential nutrients and other substances required by the body. So this is the circulatory system. So this circulatory system, this system is of two types. And how are these types decided? These types are decided based on the fact that it is decided based on the presence or the absence of what? Of blood vessels. So based on the presence or absence of blood vessels, the circulatory system is of two types. So one is the open circulatory system. Okay. And the second type is the closed circulatory system. Okay. So this classification of two types of circulatory system is based on the presence or the absence of blood vessels. So let's first understand what is open circulatory system and why are we calling it open circulatory system. So what happens in open circulatory system? There are no separate vessels, that is no separate blood vessels or conducting tubes or the conducting tubes for blood transport. For blood transport is absent. Okay. So the blood is not transported by any separate blood vessels or conducting tubes in case of open circulatory system. So the blood is pumped by heart. This we already know. Blood is pumped by heart, and this blood then directly flows into or directly reaches, the blood is pumped by heart directly into the body cavities. The body cavities, or we can say, or into the open sacs, and these are called sinuses. Okay. So as there are no blood vessels or conducting tubes, the blood that is pumped by the heart directly moves into body cavities or open sacs called as sinuses. Okay. So here what happens? Where the tissues are surrounded by blood. So this type of circulatory system is called open circulatory system, and we can find such type of circulatory system in case of mollusks, insects, etc. Okay, in such organisms we can find open circulatory system. Now let's talk about the closed circulatory system. The closed circulatory system. Okay, so what happens here? Here also the blood is pumped by heart. Blood pumped by heart. Always what happens when the blood is pumped by heart? It is always circulated. It is always circulated through a closed system or a closed network of what? Of blood vessels. So in open circulatory system there are no blood vessels which transport blood. But in case of closed circulatory system, we can see the blood that is pumped by heart is always circulated through a closed network of blood vessels like the arteries, okay, then veins and capillaries. So these are the blood vessels that help in transportation of blood in case of closed circulatory system. So this pattern of circulation is more advantageous. Okay, this pattern of circulation is more advantageous. Why? Because here the flow of the fluid, that is the flow of the blood or the flow of the fluid, can be more precisely regulated. Okay, here the flow of liquid can be, or the fluid can be, more precisely regulated in case of closed circulatory system, as it is flowing through closed network of blood vessels. Okay, hence this pattern of circulation is more advantageous, and we can find such pattern of circulation in case of human beings. Okay, so human beings are the examples where closed circulatory system can be seen. So now let's revise the things that we have covered today. So we studied that circulatory system is of two types, and these types are based on the fact that if the blood vessels are present or they are absent. So based on this fact, the circulatory system are of two types, which are open circulatory system and the closed circulatory system. So in case of open circulatory system, what happens here is there is no separate blood vessels or conducting tubes for the transportation of blood. So these blood vessels or conducting tubes for blood transport is absent here. So the blood is pumped by the heart directly into body cavities or to open sacs known as sinuses, where the tissues are surrounded by blood, and this type of circulatory system can be found in mollusks, insects, etc. Then we talked about the closed circulatory system. So in closed circulatory system, the blood that is pumped by the heart always gets circulated through a closed network of blood vessels comprising of arteries, veins and capillaries. So this pattern of circulation where the blood is always being circulated in closed network of blood vessels, such type of circulatory system is more advantageous. And why is it more advantageous? Because here the flow of the fluid, that is the flow of the blood, can be more precisely regulated as it is flowing through a closed network of blood vessels. And this type of circulatory system, that is the closed circulatory system, can be found in human beings. So I hope you all would have got some great insights by watching today's video. Please do not forget to like and share the video. Till then, thank you for watching.